So are you clear with the? Okay, so we are meeting after so many days in between because of timetable change and all that things. Some gaps were there. So can anyone tell what points we have discussed up till now, up to the previous lecture? What points that we have discussed? Can anyone tell? कुठले कुठले पॉइंट डिस्कस केलेत आपण आतापर्यंत सांगा. Yes, I expect answers. Please be fast. Give the answers. Chapter number 1, maximum points we have covered. We are up now going to see the last point from chapter number 1. So what are the points that we have discussed up till now? Yes, Meenakshi, can you elaborate? कुठले कुठले पॉइंट बघितलेत आपण सांगा. Basic concept of business ethics we have seen. Then what was the next point?
Importance of business.
Okay. Importance of business ethics. See here. A basic overview we have seen. Syllabus, teaching scheme, exam scheme, all that points we have seen. Importance of business ethics. So business ethics is important from the point of view of consumers, businessman, customer. That is nothing but consumers. Again, it is important from the point of view of the employees also. Okay, so all that points we have seen. Okay, then next, after that, after importance of business ethics, what points we have considered as a next? Yes, after importance of business ethics, what points we have considered?
Globalization and that issue.
Yes. What are the key parameters concerned with business ethics? त्याच्यामध्ये दोन parameter आपण in detail बघितले. Globalization and sustainability. Okay, so again in globalization we have seen 3 issues: cultural, legal and accountability issue. आणि ते तिन्ही points in detail study करून we have concluded how the globalization is affecting on the business ethics. नंतर बघितला sustainability. Sustainability, how many points are there in sustainability also to be considered? 3 points. Okay, so yes, which 3 points?
Environmental, economic, social.
Yes, environmental, economical and social. Okay, so we have seen all these points, and now the last point of this chapter now we are going to see, that is the ethical theories. So this is diagram also important. Screen this is सगळ्यांना? Yes,
Yes,
screen is visible. So triple bottom line concept we have seen. Okay, now if you have any doubt, you can ask to repeat that particular point. Okay, so as this subject is new, frequently I am asking the questions that if you are not clear with any of the points, you can ask immediately. I can revise that point. आता ह्या PPT मध्ये बरेच additional description पण आहेत, just for your information, but whatever are the points highlighted, that are the main key points that you are expected to write. Now, right now we are not clear that whether your exam will be in the theory mode or it will be in the online MCQ mode, but mostly that can be in the theoretical form. जसं तुमची 70 मार्काचा theory paper शक्यतो तुमचा होईल as per the assumptions. That's why simultaneously I am telling you, if that particular question is asked, what key points you have to write. Okay, so that you are familiar that always only key point wise description you have to write in the exam, though we are discussing the extra points also during the teaching. Okay, now this ethical theories, last point we have started in the previous lecture, and again along with that we have seen some practical examples of business documents, how to design the business ethics document. That practical few of the examples we have seen. Are you clear with that, whatever we have discussed? Was it helpful for understanding the concept? What are just general things we discussed in last week? Was it simple and helpful for you to understanding the business ethics document or code of conduct document? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so ethical theories, today we will start. So ethical theories means what? So ethical theories simply काय म्हणू शकतो आपण एखाद्या बिझनेसमनला किंवा एखाद्या एम्प्लॉईला बिझनेस इथिक्स डॉक्युमेंट फॉर्म करण्यासाठी some reference line is required which is explaining what is good and what is bad. So whatever is that reference document, that is called as the ethical theory. Okay, so very simple concept. आता आपल्याकडे बरेचसे जुने ग्रंथ असतात. आपण काय करतो, वी आर डिसाइडिंग सम गुड थिंग्स बॅड थिंग्स फ्रॉम दॅट रेफरन्स मटेरियल. भगवद गीता. So there it is mentioned how we should behave, how we should not. So like that. काहीतरी प्रत्येक गोष्टीला चांगलं वाईट ठरवण्यासाठी किंवा एखाद्या सिच्युएशन मध्ये बिझनेस, नाउ आय एम टॉकिंग विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू बिझनेस. So while during the business transaction, to decide what is right, what is wrong, what proper decision should be taken at that position, some reference guidelines are required, and that reference guidelines जिथं डिस्क्राइब केलेले असतात त्या थेरीला म्हणतात इथिकल theories. Okay, so the businessman, employees, or any consumer can decide how to behave or can decide the forms of business ethics document from this from these ethical theories. Okay, so simply we can say these ethical theories are nothing but the guidelines. Okay, so just we can say these are the guidelines for people to behave properly in any of the decision making situation. Okay, so that is the concept of ethical theory. So that is set of the moral values. Or to form the business ethics document also, these ethical theories can be considered as the reference line. That is the concept of ethical theory. Are you clear? What is the meaning of this term? Ethical theories means what? We can say. So just here directly that normative ethical theory explanation is given. So just understand first general definition of ethical theory. We can write that as these are the set of rules or ethics which is used as a standard reference line for preparing the business ethics document also, or it is helpful for the businessman to take the right decision at a particular situation. Okay, so that is the concept of ethical theory. So there are various types of ethical theories, but two main types we are going to see here. That is descriptive ethical theory and normative ethical theory. Ethical theory चा concept लक्षात आला का सांगा मला? Can anyone tell the definition of ethical theory? Just now what I explained. Are you clear with the concept definition? कशाला म्हणायचं ethical theory?
Ma'am.
Yes, can you tell, Vaishnavi?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. It is a set of rules or reference lines made for the business, and it is helpful for businessman. It is helpful for businessman to taking particular decision.
Yes, good. आता जसं आपण फॉर एक्झाम्पल टेक्निकल एक्झाम्पल सांगायचं झालं तर आयसीच्या किंवा आपल्या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स डिव्हाइसच्या डेटा शीट असतात बघा. आर यू अवेअर अबाउट दॅट? डेटा शीट्स ऑफ व्हेरियस कंपोनंट्स. यू माइट हॅव रेफर्ड इट फॉर अदर बेसिक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सब्जेक्ट्स. आयसी ज्या असतात त्याच्या डेटा शीट असतात आयसीच्या किंवा वेगवेगळ्या कंपोनंटच्या. मग ती डेटा शीट म्हणजे काय असते? थोडक्यात स्पेसिफिकेशन असतं त्याचं. So all the ratings, all the things are given. And before selecting that component, you are referring that data sheet, and then you are deciding about whether to use that component or not. Similarly, ethical theories means what? That is also a standard document or standard way in which the different rules in the business ethics are preserved. Okay, so two types we have to see. Again, there is third type, contemporary, but that is not part of our syllabus. So we are going to see normative ethical theory and descriptive ethical theory. Okay, so right now we will not consider this descriptive. First, we will start with this normative, and once it is over, we will go for the descriptive. So from the name itself, we can see normative means it is deciding some norms. Norms म्हणजे काय? Standard rules किंवा त्याला आपण टेक्निकल लँग्वेज मध्ये प्रोटोकॉल म्हणतो. So some norms should be behaved when you are going to, or some norms you have to follow when you are going to work in any of the company as an employee or you are a consumer of that particular product also. तर वेगवेगळे नॉर्म्स ह्या इथिकल थेअरी मध्ये डिस्क्राइब केलेले असतात. दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज द नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरी. ओके, ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड. Right now we are not discussing anything about this descriptive. First we are giving focus on this normative ethical theory. So what this normative ethical theory is giving? It provides the general rules and principles of behavior, irrespective of situation or irrespective of taking any specific example or any specific situation. General जे आपले standard protocols आहेत. So it normative ethical theory provides the general rules and principles of behavior. जे आपण standard set of moral values त्याला आपण म्हणू शकतो. Without considering or without giving more focus on the situation, whatever are the basic rules. So I can write here. So whatever are the basic rules for behavior, that basic rules are explained in this normative ethical theory. Okay, so here it is given. It provides the general rules and principles of behavior. Are you clear? Basic concept of normative ethical theory. Now we will see in detail what are the various types in normative ethical theory. But basic फक्त नावावरून लक्षात ठेवा. Normative, त्याच्यात norm हा शब्द आहे. Norm means what? Standard protocol, standard rules. So normative ethical theory provides the general rules and principles of behavior. Okay, so that is the concept. Now we will see in detail the description. So normative ethical theory. Normative ethical theories are moral philosophy. So that you can also refer as moral philosophy or ethics concerned with criteria of what is morally right and wrong. So it is giving the basic rules which are deciding what is right and what is wrong, or it is giving the basic concepts of philosophy. It includes the formulation of moral values that have direct implications for what human actions, institutions, and ways of life should be. See, so though the description is there, it is very more description is there. It is very simple. Basic गोष्टी असतात त्याच्यामध्ये, बेसिक प्रिन्सिपल्स, बेसिक फिलॉसॉफिकल पॉइंट्स असतात आणि कशाशी रिलेटेड आहेत ते. Those are related with what is right and wrong, and it includes the formulation of moral values that have the direct implications for what human actions, institutions, and ways of life should be. Standard set आहे प्रोटोकॉलचा आणि त्या सेट मुळे काय होतं? There are some formation of moral values which are having the impact on the actions of the human. So in what way you should behave at a particular situation, what action you have to take for that decision making, these standard rules are helpful. Okay, that is the basic concept. Then the next description is normative ethical theories represent systematic attempts to describe and explain moral ethical phenomena. Okay, then all normative ethical theories, it is possible to isolate a structure that comprises of moral standards, general moral principles, and particular moral principles and the judgment. Okay, so it is having the set of moral rules, set of or it may have subpart आपल्याला बघायचे त्याच्यामधले वेगवेगळ्या क्रायटेरिया नुसार ह्याच्यामध्ये मॉरल व्हॅल्यूचे सेट असतात. So again it is dividing it into the general moral principles, then standard moral principles based on situation. You can use or you can refer this normative ethical theory document for taking the right decision. Okay, so that is the basic concept in first slide. Basic concept is clear. Normative ethical theory. Yes. Okay, so I was disconnected. Yes, I was disconnected because of some network issue. Are you clear with concept of normative ethical theory? Basic concept. Yes, anybody please give the answer. Ankita, are you clear? Yes. Vaishnavi?
Yes, ma'am.
So it consists of basic rules. So that include moral values, moral principles, what way you have to behave. And obviously that is impacting on the human actions in various situation. हा झाला बेसिक कन्सेप्ट नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरीचा. आता जर काही स्पेसिफिक पॉइंट बघितले नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरी मध्ये काय काय एक्सप्लेन केलेलं असतं. सो दॅट पॉइंट्स इफ यू हॅव टू सी, so that points we can elaborate in this by considering 3-4 main points. So normative ethical theories explain below points. काय काय पॉइंट्स त्याच्यामध्ये इन्क्लूड असतात त्याचे एक 3-4 एक्झाम्पल घेतलेले आहेत. So that examples we will consider, but basic concept is it is having the basic rules, basic moral values, set of the various ethical behavior principles. So what points are included? So first point we can see here, individual versus institutional morality. आता मला ह्या वाक्याचा मला ह्या शब्दांचा अर्थ सांगा. What you can understand from that? Individual morality and institutional morality. So what is the meaning of individual morality?
Individual morality means rules for someone particular person, and institute morality means rules for all.
Yes, very good. So individual morality means that comes to the rules or role performed or expected to be performed by the individual person. That is the individual morality. And institutional morality means as an institute or as a company, what morality should be followed by the all the what we can say owners of the business. So if owner is alone, then it is okay for individual person, but that is from institutional point of view. And individual means that comes to the role of the individual person. Okay, so पहिला normative ethical theory मध्ये हा point include असतो individual and institutional morality. So business ethics tend to have a more individualistic perspective or morality. For example, US. In US, the business ethics tend to have the more perspective on the individual morality. So as I told, the various issues are different for different countries. प्रत्येक कंट्रीचे बिझनेस इथिक्सचे नॉर्म्स काय असणार आहेत? That norms are going to be different. So this business ethics tend to have more individualistic perspective of morality. But others like Europe, they tend to focus more on the economic system and the wider governing institutions. म्हणजे ह्याच्यामध्ये युरोपमध्ये कुठली morality use होते? So I will just relate this. So in Europe, the institutional morality is used, whereas in case of the US, the individual morality it is used. Okay, so in US, focus is given on individual morality or individual perspective. In US. Then in Europe, the focus is more on the economic system and the wider governing institutions. Therefore, the normative ethical theories in US tend to be more applicable to individual behavior. Normative ethical theory US madल्या काय असतील? They will be applicable for individual behavior, whereas in Europe, the design of institutions in the economic systems seem to be main influence in developing and applying the theory. Okay, so are you clear with this? What is given in this point? Can anyone explain what I have just told you? Based on the country, the morality focus can be changed. So in US, the more focus is on individual morality, whereas in case of Europe, it is on the institutional morality. So they are giving more focus on the economic system. त्यामुळं जी US मधली नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरी असेल ती त्याच्यामध्ये कशाचं एक्सप्लेनेशन जास्त असणार आहे? In US, whatever will be the this normative ethical theory document, that will be giving focus on which points? Yes, please give the answer. In US, it is giving focus on individual morality or institutional morality. त्यांची जी normative theory असेल. So normative theory. Yes, US, it will tend to give more focus on individual morality. And another, this institutional morality, that will be more considered in the this normative ethical theory document of this Europe. Okay, so that is the meaning. Okay, then पहिला point हा include असतो individual morality का institutional morality. Then second is questioning versus accepting capitalism. Capitalism means what? आता एक आपण बघितलं की कुठल्या एखाद्या कंट्रीमध्ये नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरी मध्ये इंडिव्हिज्युअल मॉरॅलिटीला फोकस केलेलं असतं. In another country, it is focusing on the institutional morality. Similarly, the second point to understand the various sub-points in the normative ethical theory, or we can say various contents of the normative ethical theory. दूसरा है questioning versus accepting capitalism. So what this can be? Capitalism म्हणजे काय सांगा मला? Have you heard this word? Capitalism means what? Yes, can anyone? Yes, Ganesh, can you tell the answer? Capitalism means what? Capitalism असतं का लोकशाहीमध्ये? It is expected or that is not expected? Anybody else? Capitalism is having the similar meaning as that of monopoly. एखाद्या पर्टिक्युलर व्यक्तीची जास्त सत्ता असणे, that is called as the capitalism. Okay, so if you see the meaning, okay, just a minute. If you search on internet, so capitalism means भांडवलशाही किंवा general meaning if you see, that is having more impact of a specific person. Okay, so an economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit. Okay, so that is the meaning of the capitalism. एखाद्या ठराविक व्यक्तीची त्याच्यामध्ये जास्त सत्ता असणे असा अर्थ तुम्ही इथं ह्या कॅपिटलिझमचा कन्सिडर करू शकता. Okay, so in some of the countries, yes, my screen is visible to everyone. Screen is visible. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So in some of the countries, the capitalism is accepted, and some of the countries it is not accepted. So based on the legal aspects of the countries, again this point is also important point of normative ethical theory. So questioning versus accepting capitalism. काही countries मध्ये capitalism accept केलं जातं. In some of the countries, in their normative ethical theory, the capitalism it is questioned, means it is not preferably allowed. Okay, so the same point it is given here. Most of mainstream business ethics literature in US does not particularly question the existing framework management. So it is not asking more about the management question, but ethics problem occur when within capitalistic systems in given. Okay, याचा अर्थ काय होतो, US मध्ये many of the times the question is not asked to the existing framework to the management, but when the ethics problems are occurring when the capitalistic system is considered. In Europe, parts of business ethics focus on questioning the ethical justification on the capitalism. Okay, so capitalism is either accepted or that is questioned. Question चा अर्थ काय होतो की त्याच्याबद्दल जास्त माहिती विचारली जाते किंवा त्याच्याबद्दल जास्त जस्टिफिकेशन विचारलं जातं. Okay, so in various countries, depending upon their legal aspect, either this capitalism can be accepted, म्हणजे accepting capitalism, and questioning means what? It is more thoroughly discussed or it is monitored in various aspects. That is the second point of the normative ethical theories. Okay, hence considerable effects or considerable efforts in business ethics theory has dedicated or refining the ethical legitimacy of capitalist economic and ethical theories helpful in solving day-to-day business issue, day-to-day issues in the business life. Okay, so this is the additional point given. So based on whether the capitalism is accepted or whether it is not accepted, or it is accepted after all the justification, it will be helpful to sort out the daily day-to-day issues in the business life. Okay, so that is the meaning of the second point. And third point here it is traditional ethical theory. So this normative ethical theory also consists of the traditional ethical theory. So traditional ethical theory means what? So the name itself indicates that traditional ethical theories generally offer a certain rule or principles which one can apply to any given situation. So for example, there are some standard sets that are, or there are some standard moral values which are not varying with respect to time. Okay, that you should always give importance to the customers. You should always have the healthy competition. You should respect the customers, or you should have the respectful relationships with your any of the stakeholders. You should not harm for your product should not be harmful for the human being. आता ह्या ट्रॅडिशनल इथिकल थेरीज आहेत ज्या कुठल्याही सिच्युएशन मध्ये त्याचे रूल्स चेंज होत नाहीत. म्हणजे काय ह्याला थोडक्यात आपण म्हणू शकतो, irrespective of situation, whatever are the standard rules, that is the part of traditional ethical theories. Okay, whether these 3 points are clear? Yes. काय काय असतं नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरी मध्ये सांगू शकता मला कोणी? Can anyone tell what is there in the standard normative theory? बेसिक कन्सेप्ट काय आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये what other sub parameters are there? So can anyone explain what these 3 points we have seen, please? Yes, anybody give the answer? Yes. काय normative ethical theory means what? What is the meaning of normative ethical theory? Vaishnavi, can you give the answer?
Yes, ma'am. Normative ethical theory, which consists of principles and protocols for business, and it is irrespective of particular situation.
ओके, बेसिक सेट ऑफ प्रिन्सिपल्स. त्याच्यामध्ये अजून काय सब पॅरामीटर्स कन्सिडर केलेले आहेत. त्याच्यामध्ये हे 3 पॉइंट बघितले आपण. इंडिव्हिज्युअल वर्सेस इन्स्टिट्यूशनल मॉरॅलिटी. मग बेस्ड ऑन दॅट कंट्रीज legal aspects or their cultural aspects, it is decided whether the focus is given on individual morality or institutional morality. मग ते तो एक महत्वाचा पॉइंट असतो नॉर्मॅटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरी मध्ये. Accordingly, the description will be more focus will be given on particular point in the description of normative ethical theory. Then second is questioning versus accepting capitalism. So whether your country is going to accept the capitalism. Capitalism म्हणजे काय बघितलं आपण, भांडवलशाही. म्हणजे एखाद्या पर्टिक्युलर व्यक्तीचा त्याच्यामध्ये जास्त डॉमिनन्स असतो. or whether the profit or loss, that means that person will be responsible for that. So in some of the countries this capitalism is accepted and some of the countries it is not accepted. So if it is accepted, accordingly the norms will be there in normative ethical theory. If it is opposed, based on that the normative ethical theory contents will be changed. That are the two things. And then third point, it is traditional ethical theories. Normative ethical theory मध्ये तिसरा पॉइंट कुठला असतो, ट्रॅडिशनल इथिकल theories. So traditional ethical theories means what? They are the standard sets which will not change as per the given situation. ट्रॅडिशनलचा अर्थ काय होतो, पारंपरिक. म्हणजे जे काही स्टँडर्डच आहेत, रूल्स. Just example I have given, treating the customer with respect, not harming any of the stakeholder, or not harming, or we should not do anything which is harmful for the society. हे जे काय झाले आपले ट्रॅडिशनल इथिकल थेअरीचे एक्झाम्पल झाले. तर हे 3 पॉइंट्स नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरी मध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व असतात. हा, येस गणेश, you want to ask anything? Okay.
No, ma'am.
So next point it is traditional ethical theory जे आहे, the traditional approach. Now in that traditional ethical theory we have to see one more point, that is traditional approach. So in that again there are 2 types of ethics. One it is consequentialist ethics and another it is non-consequentialist ethics. So consequentialist चा अर्थ काय होतो, जो ऍक्शनशी त्याच्या होणाऱ्या परिणामांशी रिलेटेड आहे त्याला म्हणतात consequentialist ethics. And non-consequentialist means it is not more concerned about the outcome. म्हणजे थोडक्यात काय म्हणू शकतो आपण, 2 टाइपचे ट्रॅडिशनल अप्रोच आहेत ट्रॅडिशनल इथिकल थेअरी मध्ये. Consequentialist ethics, here you can see where action and outcomes are considered. म्हणजे ह्याच्यामध्ये आउटकम वरती जास्त फोकस केला जातो किंवा दिलेल्या परिणामांचं, or by giving more focus on the outcomes of that particular situation, this consequentialist ethics is considered. And this non-consequentialist means that is not more concerned about the outcomes, but it is motivation or basic principles, and based on that the actions are taken. म्हणजे काय चांगलं आहे काय वाईट आहे हे कन्सिडर करून किंवा बेसिक मॉरल प्रिन्सिपल कन्सिडर करून जे इथिक्स फॉर्म केलं जातं, that is non-consequentialist. आणि consequentialist means if this action is performed, what will be the outcome of that? By giving focus on the outcome, this ethics it is formed, that is called as the consequentialist ethics. Okay, so major normative theories. So these are the basic things. काय लिहायचं तुम्ही पहिल्यांदा, काय कन्सेप्ट आहे त्याच्यामध्ये कुठले पॉइंट्स आहेत, that points you have to write in the basic things. And these are the 4 examples of major normative theories. Okay, so these are the 4 major normative theories that we have to consider. हे झाले त्याचे बेसिक पॉइंट्स, त्याच्यामध्ये काय काय कन्सिडर केलं जातं आणि इथं आहेत ते 4 ऍक्च्युली नॉर्मेटिव्ह थेअरीचे एक्झाम्पल आपल्याला बघायचे. ओके, सो 4 नॉर्मेटिव्ह theories we have to consider. Those are egoism, then utilitarianism, ethics of duties, rights and justice. आता ह्या प्रत्येक थेअरी मध्ये जरी हा नॉर्मेटिव्ह थेअरी असली तरी अगेन दॅट वी हॅव टू सी वेदर इट इज कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट ऑर नॉन कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट. या पहिल्या ज्या 2 थेअरीज आहेत त्या कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट आहेत आणि दुसऱ्या ज्या 2 आहेत त्या नॉन कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट आहेत. ओके, सो वी विल सी दॅट one by one in detail, but just here is the summary given for this 4 major normative theories. तुम्हाला consequentialist आणि non consequentialist मधला डिफरन्स समजला? Are you getting that what is the difference in consequentialist and non consequentialist? See this diagram you can see. Consequentialist म्हणजे जो होणाऱ्या परिणामांचा जास्त फोकस करून किंवा होणाऱ्या परिणामांवरती जास्त फोकस करून जे इथिक्स आपण फॉलो करतो, दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज consequentialist. And by considering the basic rules or basic principles when the actions are taken, that is called as non-consequentialist ethics. Okay, so for example, if there is one situation that I have started some business, so there the businessman is knowing that we should not use any harmful material for the human being. So that is motivational or basic principle, and based on the action it is taken. त्याला जरी एखादा कमी प्रोडक्ट मधला किंवा कमी कॉस्ट मधला एखादं बेसिक मटेरियल मिळालं तरी तो ते वापरत नाही. मीन्स व्हॉट? बेस्ड ऑन द बेसिक मोटिवेशन और बेस्ड ऑन द बेसिक प्रिन्सिपल he has decided the action to refuse that specific material. ओके, हा कुठला झाला एक्झाम्पल आता? नॉन कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट. आणि कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट इथिक्स मीन्स व्हॉट? समटाइम्स इफ द मटेरियल इज नॉट अवेलेबल इझिली, म्हणजे आयडियली तुम्ही आता बऱ्याचदा बघता 1.1 किलो आमचा रेजिस्टर असतो तुम्हाला एक्सपेक्टेड, बट what you know that particular range is not easily available, whereas 1K resistor you can get easily. म्हणजे based on the availability you can make slight modifications in your requirement. So that is called as consequentialist ethics. Okay, so these are the simple daily life examples I have given to understand the concept. म्हणजे बेसिक मॉरलला फॉलो करून जिथं ऍक्शन डिसाइड केल्या जातात त्याला नॉन कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट इथिक्स म्हणतात, आणि जिथं आपण घेतलेल्या ऍक्शनचे काय परिणाम होणार आहेत त्या परिणामांना जास्त कन्सिडर करून आपण एखादा इथिक्स फॉलो करतो तेव्हा त्याला काय म्हणतात? कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट ethics. Okay, so these 2 terms you have to just remember. Based on this there will not be any question. पण नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरीचे जे 4 मेजर टाइप्स आपण बघणार आहे त्याच्यामध्ये हे शब्द आहेत की ती कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट मध्ये येते का नॉन कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट मध्ये येते. दॅट्स वाय यू हॅव टू अंडरस्टँड मिनिंग ऑफ दॅट टर्म्स. ओके, सो इज इट क्लिअर? कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट अँड नॉन कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट. Yes, Ganesh.
Yes, ma'am.
मग आता 4 मेजर नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरी आपल्याला बघायच्या. हा समरी चार्ट तुम्ही बघू शकता. ऍट लास्ट वी विल जस्ट stable once we are seeing in detail each theory. Okay, so first we will start with the egoism. So first the normative theory we have to discuss, that is egoism. Okay, so egoism means what? Following the theory of egoism, an action is, just a minute. Okay, so first theory it is egoism. So egoism is the theory where the action is morally right if the decision maker freely decides in order to pursue either their desires or their long-term interest. Okay, so instead of going with this description first, I will first explain you the simple concept. What is the meaning of this egoism? So egoism, that is first type of normative theory, ज्याच्यामध्ये काय अर्थ होतो ह्याचा की एखादा पर्सनल बेनिफिट साठी जेव्हा एखादी ऍक्शन घेतली जाते एखाद्या बिझनेसमॅन कडून तेव्हा त्या इथिकल थेअरीला आपण इगोइझम असं म्हणतो. ओके, सो दिस इगोइझम ऑब्वियसली इट इज ऑफ विच टाइप, consequentialist or non-consequentialist theories. So here it is. So based on the outcome, the action is taken. That's why it is called as the consequentialist theory. So here you can see. So egoism type of the theory, it is consequentialist. So focus is given on what? Individual desires or interest. So एखाद्याच्या पर्सनल फायद्यासाठी जेव्हा काही डिसिजन घेतला जातो किंवा काही स्पेसिफिक ऍक्शन घेतल्या जातात तेव्हा त्याला आपण इगोइझम म्हणतो. So focus is on individual desires or interest. Then what is rule of this? Maximization of desires and self-interest. Okay, so rule is maximization of desires and self-interest. Then concept of human beings, man as an actor with limited knowledge and objective. Okay, so that is the key points here you can see for this egoism theory. So here is the in detail description given. So the egoism lies in the underlying concept that man has only limited insights into consequences of his actions. The only suitable strategy to achieve a good life is to pursue his own benefit. So here is example given. Okay, so egoism, what is the simple meaning of this? की एखाद्या बिझनेसमॅनने त्याच्या पर्सनल फक्त फायद्याचा विचार करून जर एखादं ऍक्शन घेतली बिझनेस मध्ये, then that is called as the egoism. Okay, so an action is morally right if the decision maker freely decides in order to pursue his own benefit. So here is example given. If a producer makes and sells shoddy or faulty products, then the consumers may suffer in short term as the result of lack of fitness of that product. Okay, so what example it is given here? एखाद्या बिझनेसमॅननी जर फॉल्टी मटेरियल यूज करून एखादा प्रोडक्ट सेल केला तर इनिशियली द कंझ्युमर्स आर युजिंग दॅट बिकॉज दे आर नॉट अवेअर अबाउट दॅट इट्स इफेक्ट, बट सो इन शॉर्ट टर्म इट कॅन बी सेल, बट इन लॉंग टर्म the consumer will come to know that that product it is not good and they will stop purchasing that product. Okay, so that is given example of this egoism. So I will just read it in detail. If the producer makes and sells a shoddy or faulty products, then consumers may suffer in short term as the result of the lack of fitness of the products that they have brought. However, in long run, providing consumers know about alternative choices, the producer's trade will suffer as consumers turn to other producers. So they will not buy that particular product and they will turn to the another products. Okay, hence the producer will avoid producing the shoddy goods for their own self-interest, thus producing a situation that is beneficial to all. Okay, so that is meaning of this egoism. So is it clear that first theory? So here the key points you can see. Egoism, that is consequentialist, कारण actionचा विचार करून इथं decision घेतला जातो. That's why it is coming under the subtype as consequentialist. So focus is given on individual desires or interests. Focus is given on individual desires or interests. Then rules are maximization of desires and self-interest. And concept of human beings, man as an actor with limited knowledge and objectives. So obviously, if that person is thinking about his own benefits only, then that is called as the limited insights. So that is the first normative theory example. Okay, so is it clear? Egoism theory concept. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is based on a profit of only a specific person. म्हणजे सगळ्यांच्या फायद्याचा विचार न केला जाता थोडक्यात आपण ह्याला सेल्फिशनेस वी कॅन रेफर टू दिस टर्म एज एखाद्या ठराविक व्यक्तीचा फक्त जिथं फायदा बघितला जातो देन दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज द इगोइझम. ओके, देन नेक्स्ट इट इज opposite to that, so that is utilitarian. Okay, so this one it is somewhat difficult. Utilitarianism. Okay, so where the meaning is the thing which is good for everybody's happiness. Okay, so here is one principle used, greatest happiness principle. So this theory it is based on greatest happiness principle. It means exactly opposite to the egoism. So here we are giving concern with only profit of a specific person, whereas in this second we are considering the profit of all. Means through that particular decision or through that moral value, everybody it is happy. So here it is the various pictures are also given. So the action through which everyone is happy, that is called as the greatest happiness principle, and that is followed in this second normative ethical theory. So according to utilitarianism, an action is morally right if it results in the greatest amount of good for the greatest number of people affected by the action. म्हणजे त्या ऍक्शनशी संबंधित असणाऱ्या सर्व व्यक्तींसाठी जेव्हा ती ऍक्शन गुड असते किंवा when everybody will be happy because of that action, then it is taken. So that is called as greatest happiness principle. So when maximum people will be happy, that is the greatest happiness principle, and that is followed in this second theory. Okay, so here also you can see this key points for that. So contributors, आता इथं पहिल्या याच्यामध्ये कॉन्ट्रीब्युटरची नावं दिलेली आहेत. सो हू हॅज इन्व्हेंटेड दिस theory? So Smith has invented egoism, whereas this Jeremy has invented this second theory. So focus is given on collective welfare. Welfare म्हणजे काय? चांगलं होणे किंवा सगळ्यांच्या चांगल्यासाठी. So focus is given on the welfare of the society or collective welfare of all the elements. Rules are act or rule utilitarianism. Then concept of human being, man is controlled by avoidance of pain and gain of pleasure. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये वैयक्तिक फायदा करून कन्सिडर करून ऍक्शन घेतल्या जातात, whereas that thing it is avoided in this second theory. Okay, so this is also of which type? Consequentialist. मग मेजर नॉर्मेटिव्ह थेअरी मध्ये या दोन कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट थेअरीचे एक्झाम्पल आपण बघितले, इगोइझम अँड utilitarianism. Okay, so that two theories we have seen which are consequentialist. So second theory it is understood, it is very simple. पहिल्या थेअरी मध्ये इगोइझम मध्ये फक्त वैयक्तिक फायदा कन्सिडर करून ऍक्शन घेतल्या जातात, whereas in this second theory which principle is used? ह्याचा अर्थ तुम्ही थोडक्यात हे प्रिन्सिपल लक्षात ठेवू शकता. ग्रेटेस्ट हॅपीनेस प्रिन्सिपल म्हणजे ज्या ऍक्शन मधून किंवा ज्या डिसिजन मधून ऑल विल बी हॅपी, that based on that the decision it is taken. So that is the second theory. Then so same it is given here example, utility is measured in terms of pleasure and pain. Other interpretations of utility look at happiness and unhappiness, while other takes strongly extended view and includes into the equation not only pleasure or happiness, but ultimately all valuable human goods. So what is the meaning of this particular explanation? So this theory is including all the human values, and through that action, all the human should be happy. Okay. So these goods would typically include aspects such as friendship, trust, etc. That is first view. And then it is another view, it is pleasure and pain. So whether the people will get pleasure or pain from that particular action. Based on that, the particular decision is taken. Okay, so these are the consequentialist theories. आणि पुढच्या ज्या 3 आणि 4 नंबरच्या theory आहेत त्या नॉन कन्सिक्वेन्शियलिस्ट आहेत. मग त्याच्यामध्ये ethics of duties and right and justice. So that 2 theories we have to consider. So that we will see in the next lecture. So are you clear with the points whatever we have discussed? पहिल्यांदा काय बघितलं आपण? Ethical theory म्हणजे काय? That is standard set of rules which is helping for preparing the business ethics. मग त्याच्यामध्ये 2 टाइप आहेत, नॉर्मेटिव्ह आणि डिस्क्रिप्टिव्ह. आता फक्त आपण नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरी बघतोय. नॉर्मेटिव्ह इथिकल थेअरीचं काय कन्सेप्ट? प्रोव्हाइड जनरल रूल्स अँड प्रिन्सिपल्स ऑफ बिहेवियर. मग नॉर्मेटिव्ह मध्ये परत 2 सब टाइप येतात. दिस वन consequentialist and non-consequentialist. So, and 3 main points are considered in preparing the normative ethical theory: individual morality versus institutional morality, questioning versus accepting plagiarism, traditional ethical theories. So these 4 examples we have to see. Out of that, egoism and this utilitarianism that we have seen. So egoism, personal benefit; utilitarianism, that is benefit of all. So remaining 2 theories we will see in the next lecture. So are you clear with the points that we have discussed today? Yes. या 2 theory लक्षात आल्या का? Anybody can answer? Yes, Meenakshi, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. थोडं कळलंय, माझं डिस्कनेक्ट होत होतं, मला काही समजलंच नाही जास्त.
Okay, so you can listen that video afterwards. And if any
Yes,
doubt you can ask. Vaishnavi, is it clear? Yes, Vaishnavi Deshmukh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we will stop here. You can just type your number and you can leave the meeting. But whatever task I have given, so I hope you will complete that by tomorrow evening. Okay, so we will stop here.
पर्सनल इथिक्स लिहायचेत का आपले? हॅलो.
2 tasks I have told. First, to write the your personal code of ethics. आता ज्या रोल मध्ये आहात तुम्ही तिथे तुमचे पर्सनल कोड ऑफ इथिक्स लिहा. आणि दुसरं काय सांगितलं होतं की कन्सिडर दॅट यू आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट सम बिझनेस. यू टेक एनी बिझनेस ऑफ युअर चॉईस. And for that particular business, you have to write down that code of ethics. Okay, so that 2 tasks I have told. Okay, clear now? Okay, so we will stop here. You type your numbers and you can leave.